Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Just a quick word from our sponsors before we begin tonight's program. Vault Tech, bringing you the finest in underground livings. Space is limited. Call your local representative for an application today. And Galaxy News Radio. Keep informed with all of the latest up-to-the-minute reports from the front lines, like this classic clip from the annexation of Canada. Don't forget, our brave men and women are out there fighting for freedom, democracy, and the American way of life. Don't let our men and women in Anchorage down. Get out there and buy your war bonds today. And we have Chris's Motorworks, bringing you the all-new 800 horsepower 2078 Corvega. Drive the car of tomorrow today. Leasing options and special finance rates available for qualified buyers. And then lastly, we have our friends at General Atomics in partnership with Robco Industry, bringing you the finest in domestic home robotics. It's Mr. Handy. He cooks, he cleans, he walks the dog. Why, he's so handy. Don't spend this holiday season without one. Now, sit back, relax, pop open an ice-cold Nuka-Cola, and enjoy tonight's presentation. Ron Perlman in the 1997 classic, War Never Changes.
War never changes. The Romans waged war to gather slaves and wealth. Spain built an empire from its lust for gold and territory. Hitler shaped a battered Germany into an economic superpower. But war never changes. In the 21st century, war was still waged over the resources that could be acquired. Only this time, the spoils of war were also its weapons: petroleum and uranium. For these resources, China would invade Alaska, the US would annex Canada, and the European Commonwealth would dissolve into quarreling, bickering nation-states bent on controlling the last remaining resources on Earth. In 2077, the storm of World War had come again. In 2 brief hours, most of the planet was reduced to cinders. And from the ashes of nuclear devastation, a new civilization would struggle to arise. A few were able to reach the relative safety of the large underground vaults. Your family was part of that group that entered Vault 13. Imprisoned safely behind the large vault door, under a mountain of stone, a generation has lived without knowledge of the outside world. Life in the vault is about to change.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Fallout. Steve, the scruffy-looking cat herder here, playing games with his cats, for his cats, and for all of you cats out there watching this. And if you enjoy this video, then please like and subscribe, and thank you very much. And yes, Fallout, 25th anniversary this year, 2022, released in 1997, October 10th, actually. Kind of missed the exact anniversary for that. And yeah, missed the canonical bomb-dropping date by a few days too, which is October 23rd of 2077. But yeah, I'm not going to belabor too much of an intro here. This is Fallout 1. Most everybody knows it by now. If you don't, what are you waiting for? Go get it, go play it. It's amazing. And let's see, we're playing this with the fixed patch. I tried to get the Fallout 1 and 2 patch running, but I couldn't get a good resolution on it. So, yeah, we're back to fix. Played it several times. It's good. It works fine. Don't need to change it. And, yeah, let's just jump into a new game and get into building a character here. We'll have plenty of time to walk and talk while we're beating up on some rats outside of Vault 13. Let's go. New game. Oh, a quick look at options here. Game preferences. Everything is ticked up to hard and high, maximum blood, and yeah, yada yada, fast combat speed, fast mouse. Yeah, not a rookie here, not to this game. So, new game, let's go. And we have some pre-made characters we can choose from. Max, Stone, Natalia, and Albert. And they're all alright. They have some setbacks. Like Max here, he's really good at hand-to-hand, big and strong, not very smart. The pre-mades are kind of compensated for. You can play the game with them just fine, but it's better and more fun to go and create your own character. So we'll do that. Up top here, first thing I want to do is a name. And I know I have several cats, so I like to use them as my RPG characters. The one we'll use today will be Cinders, which when we get to the rest of the build, would be kind of appropriate. She's a sweet cat. Black and gray, curled up, looks kind of like ashes in a fire. She was an adoption from somebody else, so I wasn't responsible for the naming, but it works. And she is a female, so we'll go with that. Age 25, that's fine. She's probably about 10, give or take a year or two. All right, and let's see. Special stats here, so-called because of the way they're arranged: strength, perception, endurance, charisma, intelligence, agility, and luck. They range from 1 to 10, and they're all set at 5 at the moment. We have 5 additional points to spend, and they influence different stats around the board. Lots of skills, and then the secondary statistics here, like armor class, action points, carry weight. We'll get through those in a moment, but I like to start down here at the bottom with the optional traits. Ways to define your character, round them out, give them certain advantages or disadvantages. Yeah, we have several, like fast metabolism, bruiser, small frame, one-hander, finesse, kamikaze, heavy-handed, fast shot, bloody mess, jinxed, good-natured, drug reliant, drug resistant, night person, skilled, and gifted. A lot of them are fairly self-explanatory from the title, and then we can click on them and find out their in-game perks. We will be taking gifted here, probably the most overpowered trait. We get +1 to all our primary statistics, but we start with -10% on all our skills and receive 5 less skill points per level. We have plenty enough skill points to go. That's a little painful, especially as we're playing on hard, which gives us another -10 penalty to all of our skills. But yeah, that's fine. The bonus special points, which you can see are now set to 6, that is worth it. And for the second one, now they get trickier. Like we have skilled, which we'd get extra skill points per level, and +10% self skills, 5 per level. But we lose out on a perk. We get 1 perk every 3 levels, and this would bump it up to 4. No, thank you. And night person, we'd get better stats in the dark hours from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m., but then lose a point of intelligence and perception in the daylight hours. Nah, a couple of chem traits: drug reliant, drug resistant. Reliant, you're more easily addicted. Resistant, you're less resistant, but you don't get as much of an effect off your chems. Jinxed is a fun one. It turns your critical successes into critical failures, or something so humorous if you want to have some fun. Bloody mess has no effect other than your enemies will die in the most gruesome ways possible, so that's just a fun one. I'm not going to go through all of the rest of them, I guess, but the one I am going to take is small frame. We get 1 extra point of agility, but our carry weight is going to be lowered by 10 points per point of strength. We'll have companions, so they'll be able to carry some of our extra baggage around with them. That's fine. I think the extra special point is well worth it. I was thinking of doing like a close combat, melee unarmed, grenades, and big guns for skills. So bruiser was tempting, but I really don't want to lose 2 action points on 2 points of strength. Action points are very valuable. I didn't tick small frame, did I? There, tick it. And same with finesse. It'll increase your critical chance to hit enemies, but you deal 30% less damage overall. So that's like, yeah. If you want to make a high luck build and really boost your critical chance up, by the time you get better criticals and move up the table, it might compensate, but eh. And kamikaze is another interesting one. You can act faster. Your sequence determines when you act in a turn, which would be a bit higher, but you don't get a default armor class, which can be pretty high based off your agility. Yeah, so no good. So we'll stick with small frame. 1 point of agility and a little loss in carry weight. That is fine. Let's put these other 5 around. Right off, we don't need so much charisma. Cinders herself has a bit of an attitude. Not bad, but, you know, she won't get along well with all the others sometimes, so. A little on the catty side. Let's see. And action points. As I was saying, action points are fairly important. Turn-based combat, that dictates how many actions we can take in a turn, so we want as many as possible. We'll move that up to 9. And intelligence, that's another important one because that determines how many skill points we get. And we do need skill points. 8 or 9. Leave it at 8 for now. And we'll be able to boost all of these 1 additional point through gameplay, which is nice if we want. So that's why agility can just sit at 9 for now. That's fine. And intelligence boosted up to 9 later on. And let's see what else we get. It's going to go for like close combat. So a little more strength. Yeah, just 7. 7 or 8. Power armor. And maybe another point. Put that to 8. Endurance 6. Perception 6. Those are both pretty good. Luck 6. Might want a little extra endurance. More hit points, damage resistance, poison resistance. Yeah, modifies hit points, poison and radiation resistance, healing rate, and the additional hit points per level. So that's not a bad one to boost up. 7 or 8 strength. 6 luck's alright. 7 might be a little nicer. Yeah, I had worked this out beforehand, but it's just the last point's always still like, well, maybe, maybe not. Could take another point out of charisma as well. Yeah, I say we're good there. All right, let's pick some skills. We get 3 tag skills, which will get a 15% boost right off the bat and 2 points per skill point spent when we level up. So that is nice. I want to tag big guns. We're going to go with some heavy weapons as well. There is a perk tag where we can tag another skill later on. Sometimes as big guns and energy weapons don't show up till later on. You can reserve a perk for then. But, nah, I'm not going to spend the perk on that, I don't think. And let's see, speech is generally another good one to tag. The way speech works in this one, at least if you're familiar with the later games like Fallout 3, New Vegas, 4, etc., this doesn't really tell you when you're getting a speech check. They just kind of happen in conversation in the background. So, yeah, just, keeping some points in that. Reason I'm not taking charisma too low either. So, yeah, it's sneaky. And that leaves us 1 more tag skill. So the build I was going with was going to be like big guns, close combat, unarmed melee, and throwing, like grenades, throwing knives. Might allow a shotgun, or keep a shotgun in our inventory, but that'll probably be the only firearm, with the exception of the big guns. Let's see, lockpick. Lockpick is in terrible shape. That might be a nice one to put some points in. That or doctor. Oops. Yeah, might actually want to take doctor over lockpick, because I find healing in the field to be quite useful. We'll get doctor's bags and first aids kits, and it's a way of building up some XP too, as we'll get a little bit each time we do it. And yeah, being engaged in close combat, it might be a good idea to learn some triage. All right, big guns, doctor, speech, gifted, and small frame. Specials all look pretty good. A lot of special points there. I think I like it. Let's give her a go.
Ah, you're here. Good. We've got a problem. A big one. The controller chip for our water purification system has given up the ghost. Can't make another one, and the process is too complicated for a workaround system. Simply put, we're running out of drinking water. No water, no vault. This is crucial to our survival. And frankly, I think you're the only hope we have. You need to go find us another controller chip. We estimate we have 4 to 5 months before the vault runs out of water. We need that chip. We marked your map with the location of another vault. Not a bad place to start, I think. Look, just be safe, okay?
All right, and oops, scrolling around here. As we have text that pops up in the corner down here. It's these old isometric RPGs. So never before have you seen a natural darkness like this one. It almost looks unnatural to you. Yep, so here we are in a cave outside of Vault 13. Let's see, there's a body on the ground here. A knife and some ammo on it. Take that. And if we look at the body, look at it, we find out. Oops, I went to the skill decks. Get my controls right. The binoculars are low. You see Ed. Ed's dead. So, yeah, a little Pulp Fiction Easter egg there, but kind of implication that maybe we're not the first vault dweller to be sent out on this fool's errand, as it may turn out to be. So, let's open our inventory here and see what we have. I just picked up the ammo and the knife. Yeah, we'll equip the knife. We'll see which is better, punching or stabbing some rats here. And because I selected big guns as a skill, we do start with a flamer, which is pretty nice. We equip that. It does a lot of damage, 45 to 90 points of damage, range 5. However, we only have, let's see, 10 extra rounds of fuel, 5 rounds in it, and it's very heavy. So we're not going to be using that much, if at all, very early on. We'll just be lugging it around. Could even sell it if we had to. And what else? We have a 10mm pistol here. Pretty standard weapon, 5 to 12 damage, 12 rounds. But yeah, I don't think we'll be needing that just yet. We have 1 doctor's bag with us. Tag the doctor skill, pack of mentats, 1 flare, and 3 stim packs. All right. Let's go find some rats. Should be one over here somewhere. We activate combat. There we go. There's one in the corner, one ahead of us, bunch in this pocket. In combat. Let's go. A little too close to it, but yeah, with 9 action points here. Each punch, we can cycle through some different attacks here. There's an aimed attack. Yeah. But with our agility, sequence, and action points, we'll make pretty quick work of these rats. We use all our points there, and then we start first the next rounds. It's nice, we can get in, well, 2 attacks if we hadn't killed it, and then backed away, and just kite a bunch of them around the cave. Yeah, it's a combat tutorial kind of thing. It's not the worst though. They go down pretty quickly. nice and easy. Keep moving in too close to them, though. That's a shame. Sometimes make it through here without even getting hit. Not always, but sometimes. When the combat there. Okay, see that one moved in. Nice, so we can just take some swings at it, and done. The other one noticed. Alright, that one's done. See any more over here? That might be one. Oh, there we go. I didn't have the targeting icon on. Yeah, there's one over here. In the combat. Try to sneak up on it. Let it get our attention. And there he comes. And there it goes. So yeah, we'll just keep this up for a minute. And see. What to say about Fallout? I don't know what hasn't been said. There are a ton of other videos out there, lots of histories, anthologies. The history of the game development itself is pretty interesting. See, I've been playing this 15 years. I was a little late to the party, right? Not till maybe about 2010. Found a copy of Fallout 1 and 2, the twin pack, at a thrift store for like $1, I think. So that was pretty cool. And that's where it started. And I've gone through this so many times with several different builds. Thought about doing a pacifist run. I don't really see any of those on YouTube, but not very interesting. You can do a whole lot of the game. Yeah, pretty easily. The exception being the Boneyard. Like, that place is... There's almost nothing you can do that does not involve violence in the Boneyard. But yeah, other than that, I was able to do a good majority of the game. But it's kind of speed running too. So not all that interesting. Then there's the standard, like, shooty sniper build. Pretty basic character. I'm like, yeah, that's kind of standard, boring too. Melee's fun. It works pretty well against rats. Wait till the guns start shooting. But yeah, with the big guns and all, we were kind of like the over-eager vault security. Small disturbance in the cafeteria or something, and we're pulling the flamer out of the locker. Call, why can't I bring it? Just in case. So, no, when the assignment come up to go and search for a water chip, mutually beneficial. They got rid of us and we got to go run around with our flamer. Yay. That one done. And even though this is the first and 25 years old this year, it's still one of my favorites in the franchise. Of course, it's the first, so there's that. But, Yeah, but without this, there wouldn't have been a 2 or a 3. New Vegas. Um, Overall, I kind of like the first one too, just because it's a little rough and raw, not too big, doesn't promise too much, and over delivers like crazy. So it's fun, and it's got a lot of like big name voice talent, like Hollywood actors in it, which is pretty surprising. Like next to New Vegas, I think New Vegas has quite a few of them. But yeah, quite a lot of good talent in here. Did we get everyone out of this corner? Yeah, we did. I think there are 20. We should end up with 500 XP when we're out of here. Oh, more down below. All right. Hello, would you like to come and bite at us, please? Tricky when they're behind the wall. I don't want to get too close and have them come up and bite us. We can bring them out from a safe distance. That would be nice. Here it comes. Alright, let's have a quick look at the character screen here. So yeah, there's all the same stuff from our character creation, and we have 500 out of 1000 XP. Yippee, so all of the rats are gone. Continue out to the exit. Here, there's an exit grid. Let's head outside. And we're doing that. Let's pull up the F1 menu. Forget what the hotkey for a quick save is. F6. Quick. Alright, let's head outside. And here we are on the world map. It's just a grid. There's a circle for Vault 12. Or 13. Why did I say 12? We're heading over to Vault 15. And if we tick it, we'll head in that direction automatically. Now, we could, well, not immediately, but we could head back into Vault 13. I think we just have to wait until tomorrow. We travel a little bit and travel back. They'll let us back in. And there are some things we can do to get some XP, but we're going to hold off on that. Let's head over in the direction of Vault 15 first. Alright, en route here, we come by another area on the map. Circle, an unknown. Let's have a look. Oh, hello stranger, welcome to Shady Sands. We found a village. And here we have Seth. Over here we have Katrina. And she has a very pretty smile. Let's go talk to Seth. Good day, I am called Seth. How can I help you? Oh, I'd like some information. Information? What do you want to know about? Well, what about this place? Shady Sands is a peaceful community. We have our own irrigation system, so we can grow our own food. If we were not plagued with raiders and rat scorpions, we would have no problems. Oh, well, what about the rat scorpions? Those damn rat scorpions have been after our Brahmin since we moved here. Not a week goes by that someone doesn't get poisoned trying to keep them out of the pens. Last week, they took my brother Jarvis. Raslo, our doctor, is looking for an antidote as quickly as he can. Hey, if you have the means to help us, why don't you talk to our leader, Aradesh? Alright, well, we'll look for him. And, well, I don't want to go to the rat scorpion caves. Let's talk about this place again. And what was that about raiders? There are several groups of raiders. I organize guards like Ian to help fight them off. There's one band to the southeast of here. Watch out for them. All right. And anything else about this place? Nope. So you should speak to Aradesh, our leader. He likes to meet all of our visitors. He should be in our town hall, the building to the south. Thanks. So there's Seth. We can come over and talk to Katrina as well. She says, welcome to Shady Sands, traveler. My name is Katrina. My job is to greet strangers and help them understand our village. We find that there are fewer problems if you listen to what I have to say. Well, tell me about yourself. My life was very boring. I was raised in the vault. I lived there for many years. Unfortunately, we were crowded and life was very bad. There was a schism and many people left, taking with them the best equipment. Still, some of us tried to stay in the vault, but then we were attacked. I was hurt and I ended up here. Now I try to help people. Okay. So, yeah, you might have come from Vault 15, maybe? What should I do if I get hurt? Oh yeah, we can ask her here. Where was this vault of yours? It was Vault 15. It is due east of here. We tried to make contact with some other vaults, but we always failed. I think it was the raiders who attacked my fellow dwellers. Be careful. Alrighty. And yeah, tell me about the rest of the world. I know very little of the outside world. I escaped from a vault when it was attacked. Unfortunately, I was very hurt and do not remember much of what happened. But Dharma was watching over me, and I was found by the people of Shady Sands. I live here now. Have you spoken with Ian yet? He is a merchant guard who is hurt. He is recovering in the guardhouse over there, and she points to the east. He is more widely traveled than I. And tell me about this place. You are standing in Shady Sands. We are but a small town in a large world. We just want to be left alone. Besides some mutated animals and other creatures of the desert, only the raiders give us trouble. Aradesh is our leader. He is in the large central house if you wish to speak with him. And what should I do if I get hurt? Well, if you can't get to a doctor, you will need to heal yourself. Stim packs are a common healing item. Use them on yourself to heal minor wounds. First aid is a slower method, but it is always available. For major wounds, like a broken leg, you will need to use your doctor skill. Okay, and where can I get some better equipment? You will have to do what we do, scavenge it or trade for it. And if you are attacked, your foes might provide equipment. If you live long enough to loot the corpses, we are a peaceful community, so we mostly barter or trade for the items that we cannot produce. Well, tell me more about bartering. Bartering is the exchange of goods. You give me some items, and I give you items in trade. Since you initiated the barter, I will let you pick and choose what you want. But the deal must be one that I think I will like, so you will probably want to give me more valuable goods that you don't need in exchange for less expensive things that you want. And if you don't have enough items to trade, there are always caps. Bottle caps are the only common money found out here. The caps are backed by the merchants of the hub, so you can trade them anywhere. Okay, well, that's all for now. Thanks. And we earned 250 experience for the knowledge we have gained from Katrina. Yay. So that's nice. Going through her whole dialogue there gave us some XP. Let's see what we have. You mentioned Ian is over here in this building to the east. Should be Aradesh's house, the leader. So let's run down here and with him. Introduce ourselves. Find out what this place is about. We have a couple of other people in here too. We have a peasant. A busy cook preparing a meal. Right, well, here is Aradesh. And he looks unhurt. All right, well, hello, sir.
Your business in Shady Sands might be...
Let's see. I want to respond here. Sure, we could play the instant need help. I'm from a vault to the west. My people are dying of thirst, and I need to find a water purifier chip for them to survive.
I shall believe you, for now. You may enter Shady Sands, but be warned, your every move will be watched.
Okay, well, I was wondering if I could ask you a few questions.
Certainly. What do you wish to know?
What can you tell me about the other towns around here?
Junktown lies south of here, though there is little in the way of visitation. From stories, I'm certain there are cities south of that.
Oh, thanks. Could I ask you a few more questions?
Certainly. What do you wish to know?
What's going on around here?
Oh my, yes. Great packs of rad scorpions are killing our herds. We don't know where they're from, and no matter how many we kill, there's always more.
Go on.
And now the monsters are attacking my people. Roslo is trying to find a cure for their poison, but I'm not sure how it goes.
Well, I'll help you get rid of these things.
Yes. Please, talk to Roslo. He possesses far more information on these creatures than I.
All right, we'll do that. Yes, Aradesh there, I believe that was Tony Shalhoub of Monk fame and several others like Galaxy Quest and Men in Black. Yes. Here is Raslo. Can I help you? What do you know about rad scorpions? Not too much. They seem to be extremely large versions of the North American emperor scorpion. Contrary to my medical knowledge, their poison has grown more potent. Not diluted, as I would expect. Seth has been hunting them, which helps some of my tests. And how such a large creature can even be possible by natural evolution or even radiation-induced mutation is beyond me. Huh. Yeah, you seem well-educated. What are you doing here? Doc Morbid and Junktown taught me some, and just because we live in stone huts does not mean we are less intelligent or educated. Have a nice day. Oh, I didn't mean to insult you. Yes, so what do you know about rad scorpions? And anything else? They seem to be sensitive to light, nocturnal. If I could get a sample of their poison, especially the venom production sac located in their tail, I could create an anti-venom. Oh, thanks. And this should be Raslo's wife. You look distraught. Are you in need of assistance? No, I'm not in need of healing. I think we're fine. Let's check. Yeah, 37 out of 37. We healed up while we traveled. So we're fine. If we open the curtains in the back here, and on the bed, we find a pale, wry young man. He looks unhurt. That Seth's brother? Oh, we get a pop-up. Hello, I'm sorry, but I'm not feeling too well right now. Please, if you can help find a way to fight the rad scorpions, talk to my brother, Seth. Okay, we'll do that. There was some stuff on this shelf here. She might yell at us for, yeah, please do not take my things. Okay, we'll leave it alone. We'd have to try to steal. We wanted to find what was on there. And our skills, we want to probably get some levels first. Yeah, steal's at 9%, sneak at 14. We're not going to be very good at picking things off of people's shelves. Let's see. One more we can talk to while we're over here. Let's come up to this building and we will find Ian, who was mentioned to us, the caravan guard. Yeah, standing here in the leather jacket. You see a short, stocky man. Hello, stranger. You look like you're new here. What's your name? Yeah, I'm Cinders. Good to meet you. I'm Ian. Well, what do you do here? I was a guard for the merchants of the hub. However, I was shot during a raid by bandits. I've been staying here since the people have helped me recover. Still, my knowledge of the outside world and my experience make me useful here. Shady Sands is my home now. Occasionally, I even get to visit Junktown or the hub to do some trading, since I'm the only person here who has ever really left town. We're sorry to hear about your injury. Thanks, it's been healing up well, thanks to Raslo. Can I help you with? Let's see. Tell me about the Raiders. There are 3 groups, the Khans, the Vipers, and the Jackals. They pretty much hate each other, but they all raid Shady Sands. Tell me more about Shady Sands. Shady Sands is a small but self-sufficient community. The only trouble here is with the bandits and the rad scorpions. Well, are there many bandits? There are several. They come from various groups. They steal our food and occasionally shoot a few people. Seth organized the guards to help fight them off. And what can you tell me about Seth? Seth is a very brave fighter. He occasionally goes to the Rad Scorpion caves to kill a few Rad Scorpions, but they always wind up coming back. There are just too many for him to fight. Are the Rad Scorpions really that dangerous? Rad Scorpions are very dangerous. They have a poisonous stinger in the tail, and they are very quick. Aradesh has been trying to find a way to get rid of them. If you feel brave, you could talk to Aradesh about them. Okay, well, we did that. Yeah, can you give me directions to the hub in Junktown? The hub is a big trading center for south of Shady Sands. Far south of Shady Sands. It's run by several different caravan groups of merchants. Back here. The water merchants, the Crimson Caravan, and the Fargo traders. Junktown is a little south and a ways west. It's smaller, but still a good place to drop in for a drink. It's overseen by a fellow by the name of Killian Darkwater, the local shopkeeper, sheriff, and mayor. Well, thanks. And let's see, could you help me out a bit? Your experience would be useful. Tempting offer, since this place gets boring. Tell you what, standard rates, 100 caps, and you've got a deal. Well, how about a piece of the action instead? No, I don't think so. Come back when you have some caps. All right, well, I don't think we have enough caps, and that might need better speech. Might just want to keep trying to ask him repeatedly. That could work too. But, get on with that and exploring the rest of Shady Sands here before we head either to the Rad Scorpion Caves or Vault 15. We'll see if we can recruit Ian before we head out of here. And there are several items to go and pick up around town. Yep, that'll give us something to do when we start up next time. So, until then, I hope everyone had fun. Thank you all for watching. And until next time, goodbye.